Let's talk about when to tell white lies to protect your sobriety. Now, we know that telling the truth is the best thing to do, but it might not always be the easiest thing to do for those of you who are just stepping out of addiction and into recovery. Okay? You're working on rebuilding your confidence, your self esteem, being assertive, and learning how to say no. So, I want to paint a few scenarios. Okay? Scenario number one, um, you were invited to a family wedding, okay, and you don't want to miss the opportunity to see Auntie Betty and Uncle Jack walk down that aisle. But you also know that there's going to be alcohol there because your family told you. But they also told you that they are not going to allow you to drink any alcohol. They're going to keep an eye on you, okay? They're there to support you. But you know that that is not going to be good enough for you. Because when you're watching everyone else drink and socialize, you're going to feel like you're missing out. Okay? So, what can you do? What should you do? Well, this is what I would do. I would contact my sober companion about a few weeks before the actual ceremony, and I would tell him or her what's going on. Like, hey, right before the reception, I'm going to text you because I'm going to need you to escort me out of here, out of the wedding, so that I don't go into that reception, because if I do, I'm going to want to drink. Okay? So what you're going to do is, let your family down easy, because you know that they're going to be disappointed if you were to just tell them, like, hey, I want to just leave, because, I don't feel comfortable about the drinking and all this, when they already assured you that they're not going to let you drink. You don't want to go through all that, right? So you're going to just tell your family, like, hey, you know what? Oh, I have a real bad headache. Like, I'm starting to feel nauseous, and I want to go home. I need to lay down. Okay? So I'm going to have my sober companion, Nancy, come and pick me up. Okay? And you're going to tell them that because you know that's probably the only person that they'll trust, considering, your history. Okay? So, boom, there you go. You're out of there. Scenario number two. Let's just say that you're in rehab, and you have a friend there that you've been kind of cool with, and there's 2 weeks left, and you're going to be out of the rehab, and this person wants to exchange numbers with you, but you're apprehensive about it. You're not so sure that you are going to be able to remain friends with this person once you get out, because you don't know what their motives are. Like, some people who go into rehab, they're there because it's court ordered, but they have no intentions on staying sober once they get out. They're there because they have to be, right? But you're there because you want to be, because you're taking your sobriety serious. Okay? So you're like, you know what? I don't want to just hurt this person's feelings or anything. They might be in a fragile state. So what do? This is what I would do. Okay? Well, actually, not what I would really do, because I've gotten to a place to where I can be assertive, where I am assertive, where I can, keep it real and say no. But I'm just, painting a scenario. So this is what I would do. I would tell this person, hey, I'm staying with my parents, and, they are monitoring me. Like, they're monitoring my phone calls. They're watching me like a hawk. And, it's not a good idea if I give you my number, but I can take yours and I can call you later on. Okay? Now, whether or not you decide to call this person later on, that's up to you. But I would definitely, assess the situation, just make sure that they're still, on the right track. Because if they're not, then yeah, that would not be a good idea. Okay? Now, anytime you feel like you're in a situation where your back is up against the wall and you don't really know how to get out of it, you can tell a white lie, just to protect your best interests, okay? If it's involving your sobriety. Like, you don't want to put your sobriety at stake, okay? So, but in the meantime, work on, building up your confidence so that you can be a genuine person, so that you can keep it real at all times, okay? But this is just something to do, like, in the meantime, until you can get to that, place of being authentic, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, stay blessed.